all Nigerians' issues are addressed and actually put in a way that is actually put in a way that is more palatable, we as Africans would be able to assist or get a better understanding of the level of suffering, and that's causing all of this dispensation from Nigeria. We are not in competition. We are not trying to be in warfare. We're not trying to fight Nigerians, and that's not what we're saying to you. You know? We would just like to ensure that there's common peace, common understanding, and not abuse of power that is happening within our country. Yeah.
Thank you, Faye. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay. Mazi is here now. Mazi, you got anything to say to Biafra, please?
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. First of all, I do not go on platforms chastising Nigerians. Okay. What I do is I go on platforms defending Biafra and defending what we stand for. Okay, we let the world know the reason why we are asking for Biafra. We let the world know why we are agitating. We are not chastising. In as much as you guys might take it as chastising, we are exposing the atrocities that are being done by Nigerian government, which your system, your news network decide they do not want to show into the world. They only show what suits them, what benefits them, and that is what they show. So our job is to go when we see people come out and start speaking those things, trying to paint Nigeria as a good entity. We come out and debunk those informations. There is, like, you guys have issue with Biafra. I was reading a news today from I think a Yoruba or Hausa man, where he is talking about the Sharia law that is being imposed in the whole southern Nigeria. I have the news right now. It's on Twitter. I can give you the guy's name. You can go read it. He is talking about it and how your government, the president, actually signed the document, which he also brought out, say making agreement to impose Sharia law in every part of southern Nigeria.
So sorry, Mazi. Sharia law is that one for eye for an eye.
No, Sharia law is the one they have in the north, where if you do anything, they can unalive you. Women.
Yeah, I know. Yes, women, they are allowed for one man and all the things.
Yes.
They close themselves. Okay, if it's fine. Okay.
Yes. So I can send you the link on Twitter so you can go read it. But so we Biafrans, we are something like this particular Sharia law. Okay, I'm not a religious man. I believe in the tradition of my fathers, my great ancestors before the white colonization. I believe in that tradition. I don't believe in the ideology of a white man, but I respect their ideology. Okay, so we Biafrans are not religious, and then you bring in a Sharia law into my state. It contradicts my rights as a human. It contradicts everything that made me human. Hold on. It contradicts everything that made me human. So that is the reason why we go around, we're preaching, telling the world, this is wrong, this is not good, this is not what we stand for, this is not what made us who we are. Okay, we are not against you. You can go with your country. Nobody's asking you to be with us. You can go with your country, do your Sharia law. You have the right to do that in your own land, in your own country. Nobody's against you. But we don't want that. Okay? So if you have any other thing, you can go on. But that is the reason why, that is what we go about doing. We're trying to tell the world what that is wrong. Okay? Thank you.
All right. So what I'm trying to say now, if there's no TikTok, if there's no social media, how can we go about this? Like, if there was no social media, how can you go about this, about fighting for this Biafra?
Thank you. It's a good question. During the war, during the 1967 war, we had no social media. The news network, the news network was owned by the West and Britain, so they only propagate what they want the world to know. If there was no social media, what we would be doing right now is we have Radio Biafra. It has been in circulation then, and that's why we rebuilt it now. And this Radio Biafra would have gone higher because we ourselves, everywhere in the world will be tuning in the channels to listen, and we'll be promoting it the same way we promote it in the Western world. We'll be having rally protests, and we'll be telling the world. Even I personally, I do web designing and marketing, so I can design and promote things to the world, just free of charge. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So if I may ask you, like now, we have a lot of Igbos, billionaire and millionaire in Nigeria. Like I said on my comment, on the comment before. Like, do you think these men are willing to go? Like, if you have a lot of people from Imo State, from Anambra, or anywhere, Abia State, anywhere in the Imo State, do you think it's possible if these people are not supporting you? Because there are a lot of Igbo businessmen, even in a politician parliament, and these people are not involved of this Biafra. So do you think it's possible?
Good question. When we are championing for Biafra, okay, remember we are not forcing anybody. We are doing it on what we call referendum. So what does a referendum means? You all come in, vote, whether we want Biafra or want to be with Biafra or want to be with Nigerian. Now, an Igbo rich man, an Igbo wealthy man is not a wealthy man, one wealthy man in his own accolade, his own way, wealthy man. That's, as you said, one wealthy man. So if a wealthy man wakes up tomorrow and say, no, I do not want to be Biafra, that is his own. If the majority of those people who are feeling the pain, who are suffering, say, yes, we want Biafra, then that word of a wealthy man means nothing. I don't know that.
All right. That is why I might say it's not possible, because why? A lot of these people are already invested and they have a seat in the government seat as well. Like they have position in the government. So that is why it's not going to be possible, because most of your Igbo are also like president, governor, and also some of them are local government of the Imo State or something like that. So that is why it's not going to happen, because some of them are not support. They're not going to sign those documents for this referendum.
Thank you. See, thank you very much for that. Like I said in my earlier statement, it's a one man. A single man does not supersede the word of millions. A single man's ideology, wealth, does not supersede the word of millions. The word of millions supersedes the word of a single man. Now, this referendum is going to be supervised by the United Nations World Powers. When everybody has voted, that rich man, if he doesn't want to be in the Biafra, that's no problem. Pack your things and go to Nigeria. Nobody's holding you. That's where your That's where your wealth is. Like here in Canada, I own businesses here. If I'm going back to Biafra, I can leave my businesses here, have people running it, and I can come here when I want to and visit and check up on my business. It's how life is. Owning a business in another man's land does not stop you from being in your land. Okay, so that ideology that you guys bring, telling us about people being rich, and
I'm sorry, I will be interjecting the two of you.
Go on.
Who is saying the Nigerian, they have invested so much? They were saying they invested in politics.
No, I'm talking about Igbo. His tribe Igbo, where he's coming from, his own people, like the Igbo side, the own side, when he's coming from, that's Anambra side.
Okay, so they are invested in your place.
Everywhere in Nigeria, people have businesses everywhere in Nigeria. His people, like where he's coming from, not just him, like he's like most of them. You know, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's gonna be difficult for them to live in Nigeria with this Biafra. That's what I'm trying to let him know. Since they still have okay.
There's something suspicious to me that I want to ask you.
All right.
Why Biafra were paid in pounds instead of naira?
To be honest, I never put up the war.
No. That thing, that payment, remember, it made clear